Today's lesson is about 19.1 translations. In order to continue with this lesson, you should know about coordinate plane, how to plot a point in a coordinate plane, how to use segments, angles, lines. So you need to review these points before going on with the lesson. So what are we going to cover in this lesson? Three ideas, which are understanding transformations, identify type of transformations, which is called translations, and describe translation of a geometric figure. Okay, so this is the whole topic. You will find all these answers during the explanation of a lesson. If you look at the figure on the right, what do you notice? I think you notice that it has been slid the square into the other form, right? As you have noticed. Okay, let's go on with the second idea, with the transformation. Okay, now in a transformation, what is transformation? That's the first. Let's define transformation. Transformation is actually a change in position, size, or shape of a geometric figure. So you have a figure, geometric figure, and there has been a change in that geometric figure. For example, you have a triangle ABC. This triangle ABC has been transformed into a new triangle, which is triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. Now, if you need to compare between these two triangles, you will find out that the triangle's position has changed to another position, but the size and the shape stayed as it is. Okay, now the original geometrical figure, we call it, before the change, we call it pre-image. So it is the original figure before doing any change in position, size, or shape. The word image is the new transformed figure, is the output. Now, to distinguish between the pre-image and the image is by the prime, which means that A is the original. Okay, it has been transformed, and in this case, in our coordinate plane, if you noticed, it has been slid to A prime. Let me fix the... Okay, if you go for B, it has been also moved in the same direction as A. B becomes B prime, and C becomes C prime. If you notice that these three lines are almost parallel to each other, right? Is that a rigid? What do you think happened to the figure? Let's go into details about transformation into translation. Now, transformation comes into two parts, rigid and non-rigid. Rigid motions, they preserve the size and shape, okay, or distance and angle measures. And when I say size, it's the same size, the same shape, nothing changes. If you look at the first one, we have translation. Translation is when I am having a slide of the figure. Okay, so there has been a slide in the figure. Okay, the second one is reflection, where there is flipping of the shape. So there has been no change in position. There has been, change in position, no change in size. Or either the shape, there has been change in position only, but according to what it flipped across the y-axis. If you look into the last thing, is that turning. Okay, it has been turning. The second one, the last one, which is rotation. So I have three types. These three types, if you have noticed, the geometrical figures stayed the same. So we have congruence in motion. Okay, so because the figures have the same size and the same shape. So ABC, which is the pre-image, is equal to A prime, B prime, C prime. Going for non-rigid motion, where there is a change in size but preserve in the shape. So it's the same shape, but I have figure A, it was small, This is the pre-image. This is my original image. Okay, this is the pre-image. It becomes A prime, which is the image. Okay, this is a demonstration of a dilation, which is a non-rigid motion. Dilation is like shrinking or getting bigger. That's what is dilation. Now let's go for this activity. Is transformation a rigid motion or not? Identify its type. It is given transform 2 units right and 3 units up. And they have given the pre-image points, which are 3 points. Let's plot the points. A is 0, 0. So this is A 0, 0. B is 2, 0. So I need to go for 2, 0. So I need to go right 2 steps and then go up, or down. Next step. But since it's 0, so I will not go anywhere. So I will stay in my place. And 0, negative 4, which means I neither go right or left, but I have to go up or down the next step, which is negative 4. So I will go down because it's negative. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now connecting these points together, you will find out that I have in this case a triangle. Let's look into this triangle. I'm gonna make it blue. Okay, now I need to transform each point 2 units right and 3 units up. So I'm gonna transfer each point. I'm gonna start with the point, the red one, the pre-image. I'm gonna plot it newly. Okay, I'm gonna move 2 units right, so I have to follow that. So I need to go 2 units to the right. So I'm gonna go 2 units to the right and 3 units up. So I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go 2 units, 1, 2, okay, and then 3 units up, 1, 2, 3. So it should be here. That's my new point. I'm gonna go for the other one. I'm gonna use the second point, which is the yellow. I have to go 2 units to the right and 3 units up again. So 1, 2, and then I have to go 1, 2, 3. So this is my new point. Let's go for the third point, which is this one. I'll go 2 units to the right, 1, 2, and then I have to go up 3 units, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is my third point. So in that case, I have to look. Okay, there has been change in my position somehow. So these are my new points. Okay, I'm gonna connect them with the purple color, the 3 new points. So did you see what happened? There has been a slide in that case. The size didn't change, the size didn't change, the shape didn't change. It's still a triangle. So my question is, it is rigid. That's the first thing. The second thing is, what happened? I have A, B, C. Okay, so A becomes A prime, B becomes B prime, C becomes C prime. This is my image. So A becomes A prime. B, which is the yellow, becomes B prime. And C becomes C prime, right? In that case, it is the type has been slided, so I'm gonna call it type is translation. What is translation? Translation is a transformation that slides all points of the figure the same distance in the same direction. Okay, so A is going to A prime. Look at the lines of transformation, they are parallel to each other. So if this is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to where? From A to A prime, always A to A prime, B to B prime. Okay, from the pre-image, pre means before, to the image. So 6 units. 6 units were to the right. Okay? And if I need to go now, did it go up or down? No. So I had neither have 0 units up or down. So in that case, this has been sliding, a simple slide to the right, 6 units. This is what is translation. Now let's take this example, graph the image. Okay, I have a pre-image, A, B, C, D. Okay, so my pre-image is, you always have to identify what is your pre-image and what is your image. So I want to have the new image, which is A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Okay, they tell me the directions. The translation they tell you either right, left, up or down. Okay, when they say 5 units to the left, it means it's going to be -5. So I have everything to take it to the 5 units to the left. Okay, or they might say it -5. 2 units down, or in other words, it's -2. Okay, they say across y-axis. Anyhow, let's go for what we'll actually use. We're gonna tell you 2 units right or left, or up and down. Okay, let's go for the 5 units to the left, which is to the left. It means I'm working on the x-axis, so I have to start from every point. C has D, A, B, C, D, so I have to start with A. I go for at the vertex A, I move that point only. Okay, 5 units to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is A. A. Did I finish A? No. I have to end 2 units down. So I need to look at the y-axis. Y. Okay. In Y, so I have to go 2 units down. So I have to go down. So I went this way. I stopped here. Now 1 and then 2. So this is A prime. Okay. Now let's take B. Again, 5 units to the left, so I need to go first right or left, and then I go up or down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is B, and then 2 units down. So it will go from here till here, and then it will go 2 units down. So this is B prime. Now let's go for C. C also 5 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 units down. So this is C prime at -3. Now let's go for D again. I'm gonna use the same. So every vertex I have to go for it and move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. You've noticed how D and C are on the same level, so it will be also for the same thing for C prime, D prime. So this is D prime. Let's connect the points and get the result. Okay, let's connect them. So A prime and B prime are here. B prime, C prime, C prime, D prime, and D prime, A prime. That's the last step I do. Okay, so I follow the directions. So I identify, follow the directions for each. Okay, and then connect the image points. If you have noticed, there has been a slide, okay, and the size and the shape conserved their they conserved their shape, so there's no need the geometrical figure, they conserved it. So this is translation. Okay, now let's describe the translation here. They have given me a translation. Okay, I have a hot air balloon. I'm gonna take this as a pre-image, as it's darker, so this is the new image. So this is my pre-image. Usually you will have the points, and it will be mentioned A prime, B prime, A, B, C. Okay, you don't have to worry. Here we're gonna assume that this is our image. I'm gonna do one thing to make it easier. I'm gonna take a point. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 points just to make it clearer for you in case. I'm gonna take this point here at the edge of, and I'm gonna take this point over here. Okay, this is my point. So let us see for each point what happened. This is my black point. Okay, I'm gonna call it A, and this is B, and I'm gonna connect them. Okay, let's see where A prime B prime will be. So I need to see, this is the edge. I need to go to the figure. I'm gonna use red. This is my image. I'm gonna go to the image. I'm gonna put it here also. This is A, and this is at the end of the basket, down on the bottom of the basket, left side. I'm gonna connect them also. This is A, and this is B prime. They told me already it is translation, so I need to identify how many units. I need to say right or left, and I need to identify how many units either up or down. Okay, so I need to write here one, here, here, and here. This is what I need to find. Let's start with the first thing. Let's take A. So I'll go parallel to it. So it's going to be parallel. Okay, so where does it intersect with the same? A prime is here, right? So this is where it stopped at the x-axis. If you need to reach, so it is -1. Okay, then I have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be 4 points. Okay, 4 units. So 4 units, I went backwards, so it's going to be left. So we can no longer we need the question, we already know it's left. And it went down, so also I'm gonna erase that, and I'm gonna say it's down. Okay, now how many units down? Let's count again. Let's go back counting. So from here to A prime, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 units down. To make sure, let's go for B and B prime. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. B prime is here, so it's -2, right? So I need to stop at this any point at this x-axis at -2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is correct. And let's go. I'm counting down, and look, B is up, B prime is down. So of course, the translation it's slided down. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 units down is correct. Okay, that's everything about translation. You already have the videos, you already have the other PowerPoint with extra examples. You can work on them. If you have any question, write it down. We can answer that, and at the same time you can use your textbooks, the interactive student lesson, in order to have an interactive session with the explanations there. So use the other resources in order to understand better in case you need to. Okay, thank you.